Welcome guys, in this video we are going to learn about recursion. Recursion is a procedure of calling a function inside the function itself. Does it sound a bit confusing? I guess yeah, but after having some examples it will be clear. Okay, for your better understanding, let's take a function which is calculate sum, and inside the function body we are calling the function itself which is calculate sum. So this is something in brief which is called recursion. If you're taking another function instead of this, calculate subtraction, calculate division, actually it won't be a recursion anymore. So the first condition is that both of the functions have to be meshed. Alright, let's go to another slide. You can see there is a picture here. If we take the picture itself, the first frame is a function, and this mirror would be the function which we are calling. So you can see the repetition of the pictures happening again and again and again. So this is what actually the recursion means. If you see the dictionary, recursion means the repetition, and or you can see some kind of like loop. As we learned before in do while loop or while loop or for loop, this is something like happening again and again. So we will understand better when we take some example. So during the recursion, what happens actually? During the recursion, repetition of codes inside the function happen for a specific time if the repetition is controlled. We will know about the repetition controlling later on. But what happens if we don't control the repetition? It will be executed for lifetime. So we can see a lifetime recursion here, which is we are having a calculate sum function, and we are actually calling the function itself calculate sum, and we can see we are printing out a line hello world. If we run this program, these pieces of code will be executed for lifetime. Why? Because whenever we are calling the calculate sum, it will execute this function calculate sum, and it will go back, and again it will read the line hello world, and it will come to this lines and say that okay, execute the function again. It will go here and say hello world again. It will say okay, go back, print this, go back, print this, go back. It will be happening for a lifetime. So we can actually control this and use this in our advantages. So let's go back to an example. Okay, first we will define a function which is integer do some work. This is a C++ program for your information, and we are going to say cout, and we will say something like the num is num end of line, and we will actually initialize the num 10, and we will say right now do some work, and we are calling the function. Oh, my bad. Okay, so this is something which is called recursion. We want to actually call the function over here into the main function so that it will be executed. So this is a recursion. So if we run this program, what will happen is that the num is 10. It will be printed for lifetime until we actually close the program. I don't want to run this right now because the program will be hung. So what I'll do is I will actually control the loop or control the recursion by doing something here. So if we do something like num minus minus, which is a decrement, so every time this function will be executed or into the recursive function, every time this function will be looped through, that time the value of num will be decreased. So we will say that only execute this function when num is greater than 0. And if we go to the, I'll put this inside the curly bracket. Alright, so what's gonna happen? Let's run this program first. If we run this program, you can see that the num is 10, num is 9, and it is printed out until num is 1. What is happening here? If we focus, you can see that first initially we have initialized the value num is 10, and we are actually calling the function itself inside the function body. So what's happening is that first it is printing out into the first loop or into the first recursion. It's actually printing out the value the num is 10, and it is going into this line num minus minus, and the num becoming 9. And after that, because of num is greater than 0, which is 9, so it will be executing this function, do some work, and when we are executing this function, it will tell that, okay, go back and print or execute every line. So it will come back again. Since the new value of num is 9, so it will print out the num value, which is 9. The number is 9, and this will be executed and say, okay, after execution it will be 8, and also this will be true, and it will execute. So this thing is happening again and again until the value of num is becoming 0. So this is how actually we control the recursion loop. I hope that you guys understand. If you don't understand yet, just comment in the comment section. Also see the text version. See you into the next tutorial. Don't forget to thumbs up. Also subscribe. Bye bye.